Welcome to another week with Science with Steph. This week, we're going to make our very own lava lamp. This one's really cool and also really easy to do. So you're going to need a few different things for this experiment. First, you're going to need a clear container filled about halfway with canola oil. So I've already got that poured and ready to go. Then you're going to be needing some water to add to this. Then you will also be needing some liquid food coloring. And then last but certainly not least is our antacid or the Alka-Seltzer, something that's going to create some bubbles so we can really see this in action. So this is super simple with the container with canola oil. What you're going to do is you're going to add about a third to a half of water. And this is a really cool thing too for the kids to see how water is a little bit denser than oil, because the oil or the water will actually go down to the bottom of the container. So that's a really cool little science tidbit there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our liquid food coloring. And now I know what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to go crazy with this and put a bunch of drops of this all over. But I'm going to warn you, it's going to turn out a lot better the less drops you put in. So put a few in. You could put multiple colors if you want, but I'm just going to go with pink because, well, who doesn't love pink? So we're going to put a few of these drops in, and as we do so, you can see that they're kind of suspended in the oil because these are water-based, and so they are going to sink to the bottom here as they kind of get into the oil and get a little bit heavier. So we put in what? About 6 drops? Okay, so now our lamp is ready to go. We just need something that's going to mess it up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our antacid tablets, and we're just going to add them to our lamp. And what's going to happen is that it's going to disturb all of the heavy water at the surface, and it's going to bubble up through the oil. But then when they get too heavy, they're going to go back down. And then this will continue. And you can put as many or as few of these antacid tablets in as you would like. But you can see the little bubbles of the food coloring that are currently dancing in there. Now the reason that I said the less amount of bubbles or the less amount of color the better is that as these move around, you can see that they're becoming more and more mixed up, so they're not quite as defined, and that really changes the color of your water. But you don't want it to be too dark because then, well, you don't get to see the color as much. But you can just keep adding these antacid tablets until your heart desires, until you run out, whichever one comes first. But it's a really cool way to just see how that reaction happens and to see the different densities of the water and the canola oil. That was this week's Science with Stephanie. I'm going to post this on my Facebook page. Guys, if you want to do it at home, please share your photos with me. I would really appreciate that. All you have to do is search Meteorologist Stephanie Waldriff on Facebook.